know if you met any of the French fans here yet.
I have.
Nervous.
They are nervous.
They are nervous. I've been speaking to them. They don't want to be here.
Good morning. It is day number 20 of going to a game every single day of the World Cup. Yesterday was our record-breaking day. We broke the record for most consecutive match days going to a World Cup at 19. We were with the Japanese fans against Brazil in Dallas. It was a fantastic match. Japan got off to an unreal start, getting the first goal of the match, and Yuki and I went absolutely insane. Unfortunately, they could not get the job done, and Brazil won, but nonetheless, a fantastic day with the Japanese fans. The Japanese fans came in at an 8.1, taking that number 6 spot, and only the 7th team to get an 8 or above rating. But today we are in New York City. I actually woke up in the city that I'll be at, so no travel today, which is a blessing. We are going to Sweden versus France at MetLife in the round of 32. Should be a banger. Let's get going. All right, plan for today is simple. Made my own coffee because we're frugal, we're saving money, we're on a budget. And I just realized that all these times coming back to the apartment, I never gave you guys a room tour. So we got the desk over here, our Harry's boxes there, Japanese headband here. We've got our Viking helmet here. I'm keeping all the mementos from the entire tour. We've got our Fanatics box, who gives away all our jerseys. And then we've got our bed. This is everything. And there's your room tour. Yes, I can only get off of one side of my bed. About to hop in the shower and head down to the stadium. Today's gonna be electric. There's nothing like waking up in the city that you're going to the game in. I feel rejuvenated, I feel refreshed. We are showered and ready to go, and today we are Swedish. It has come to my attention via Icyvert that I may be cursed 10 or 9 straight matches without winning. So no better way to break a curse than the biggest upset of the entire tournament.
The miracle of MetLife is about to happen.
So today I'm Swedish, we're taking on France, and I'm gonna see if I can break this curse, put this to bed once and for all. But if you're Swedish, 1, and you're watching this and we lost, I apologize. 2, if we won, you're welcome. But 3, if you hit that subscribe button, you can win a Sweden jersey yourself. Fanatics is hooking me up with a jersey for every game and hooking you guys up with a jersey for every match. Here are the giveaway winners so far. All you have to do to join this list is hit the subscribe button and you're automatically entered into the giveaway. We're gonna head down to the stadium. We've got a 2:30 march. Let's get down there, let's get going. Biking over to the train station. Could you make a more beautiful day in New York to break a jinx? I mean, we are ready to take down the favorites, friends. Come on, you Swedes. By the way, if this is your first time watching the series, I've said it at length, but public transportation, especially to MetLife, has been absolutely humming. I've come for Jets and Giants games here. It is usually atrocious. Shout out NJ Transit for how organized they have made this entire situation. It has made it seamless, zero concern when getting to the stadium. This is our 4th time being at MetLife, and for the first time, we're headed to the racetrack beforehand. That is where the Swedish March is happening. Probably about a 15 to 20 minute walk. Nothing compared to obviously the Orange Army walk we did in Houston, but I'm fired up. They're twins, they're neighbors with Norway. Norway has the #1 spot in our fan rankings. So I have high expectations for what Sweden is gonna bring today. Can they take the #1 spot? We'll see. All right, we've made it inside the Sweden pre-party. This is fantastic. I mean, they've got food, drink, whatever you want here. I don't know if this is the first fan zone at the MetLife before, but this is fantastic. There is no better way to pregame something than blasting Avicii. This could be so special today, man. You told me you're also Norwegian. Are you full Swedish?
I'm full Swedish, yes.
Okay, so I did the Norway experience.
Yeah.
I said they were the best fans. What do you guys expect? You've done both, you haven't.
We're both in Houston for Sweden, Netherlands, and
Yeah.
it's pathetic from the Swedes. Norwegians, unfortunately, you can't compare it.
I'm very, very sorry to the Swedish fans, but I have to agree with him. Like,
Really?
the Swedes are a disappointment.
We were better, but they make the sensation with the roll thing, and I think there can only be one every World Cup.
I came
would
in
say,
saying
like-
I was extremely excited that they could take the
I
#1
would say the
spot.
Swedish might fit into the top 40 in the World Cup.
Iceland was like a couple of
Right,
World
the
Cups
clap.
ago.
Yeah.
You were in Houston, right? You saw
I was
us.
in Houston for the Netherlands match, but I was a Netherlands fan that
There
day.
was all-
Hate you for
Hey,
that.
but we're the last man standing.
Right.
The Dutch are out, the Japanese, I don't see them. They're
No.
on their plane home. But we're here, and we're taking it down today.
You're confident we're taking it home today?
I am. I mean,
Really?
if I'm not, why should the players be?
Okay, my only other question for you is, so I'm spending the day as a Swedish fan. What do I need to know or do to do it properly?
Kanna på.
You need to drink fairly heavily.
Drink fairly
You know the
heavily?
song, you know
What's
the
the song? No.
Kanna på. It's like
Yeah, picture after picture. And,
Okay.
and the song goes like this.
Yeah.
Kanna på, kanna på! Kanna på, kanna på! Kom igen! Vi är från Svealand med 100 000 barn! Kom igen Sverige! Kanna på, kanna på! As you see, they're a huge disappointment.
Well, it's early. It's early. It's early. I don't fully know the words yet, but we're figuring it out. All right, we got some Avicii in, and we learned the chant, so I feel like we're ready to go. Our first interview, they said Swedish fans sucks, but I'm gonna ignore that, and this seems like a great atmosphere already, so I'm ignoring that, and I'm staying positive that they could still be up there with Norway for the top spot. So this is March number 5 for me on the journey. We've done US, Canada, Curacao, Netherlands, and today. Power rankings wise, I'm going Netherlands 1. When you walk 2.5 miles, that's always gonna take 1. Canada, surprisingly 2. They had flares. If you have flares, that's gonna put you pretty high. 3 USA. I was shocked at the numbers we brought out for that march. 4 Curacao, this is 5. Now, I'm not going with the guys' negativity that they brought to me. Having a march is a big plus to begin with. This just does happen to be 5th on the list thus far. I will say, the march is lacking a little bit of energy. We gotta turn this up a little bit. I love when we get low. Say yeah, be abuselo. But no cool what we're saying. Here we go. La 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 la. Victor Gyökeres, Victor Gyökeres. Little do they know that Gyökeres sucks. This is the one and only time I'll ever chant his name. He's Arsenal's. I don't care about the Premier League title. They won it through haram ball and fouling the goalkeepers. So I'll support Gyökeres for today, but that is it. Oh, you sha la 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 la. We have actual baguettes that we are splitting if we score. I love that dedication. You don't see that in American sports. We're not bringing props to hate watch the other team. I love it. Ale, ale. Vamos say ale, vamos say ale. The energy has indeed picked up. As we got closer to the stadium, more French fans were popping up and they were giving it to them big. The energy has picked up. I'm feeling good.
Yeah, it has picked up.
It's picked up.
And I believe in us.
I believe in us too.
We're up to 11%.
Okay, 11%. So I just did the march. Atmosphere is fantastic. It looked like you were leading it. Talk to me about the Swedish fans. I've gone to a game every day of the World Cup.
Okay.
I joined different fan bases each time. Okay. Right now, Norway is taking the top spot. Oh, this is my first time experiencing Sweden.
No, we love Norway. We hate Norway, but we love Norway.
We love and hate Norway. Yeah. It's like a brother relationship.
Yeah.
Do you think the Swedish fans, the march was amazing. I feel like the vibes are high. Do you think Sweden can take that top spot?
I hope so, but it's rough, you know, when we came 3rd in our group.
Yeah.
And we had like 3-4 days to plan everything
right.
out.
Yeah,
everything else. This was a great performance.
Yeah.
It's not our best.
It's not your best.
We've been better.
Do you think that there's going to be more people inside and we can potentially create a good environment?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm spending the day as a Sweden fan. What's one thing I need to know or do to do it properly?
Win or lose, it
Yeah.
could be. France could be leading me at 6-0.
Okay.
I don't care. Your voice will be heard.
Okay. All right. If you're just joining for the first time from MetLife, shout out to Sweden fans for actually creating some sort of atmosphere in this death trap of a stadium at MetLife. But this is what it is. It's a bunch of corporate activations that usually suck the entire atmosphere of the pregame out. So I'm really happy that Sweden was able to create a fan march. It was my first fan march, as I said, at MetLife. So I think that is actually special, and they need to do the same for the World Cup final, whoever ends up here. It's exactly why we need to build stadiums in downtown, actually in the cities. So you have bars, you have restaurants, you have places to congregate and get a real pregame atmosphere, as opposed to going to the Bank of America, Home Depot, Lay's, pop-ups that just create no sort of atmosphere. People are just waiting in long-ass lines to get drinks, or these little charm bracelets that they're selling at Bank of America, merch stands because the split scarves, the lines there are 100 people, 200 people deep. Not that anyone's gonna listen to me to build stadiums in cities, but usually there's no atmosphere here, so I'm glad that the Sweden fans created something. Oh, I'm spending the day as a Swedish fan today.
Good.
What do I need to
love that.
What do I need to know or do to do it properly?
Well, first and foremost, you need to wear yellow, which
Okay.
is good. And then
You're not wearing any yellow. Okay.
Need about 10 beers inside of your vest.
Okay, 10 beers.
Okay, and then you need to scream, Cannapå, Cannapå!
Okay, I got that from the march. I got that from the march.
Just all you need to know is that we're gonna win today.
Are we gonna win?
It's gonna be 3-0 to Sweden.
3-0 to
It's
Sweden.
gonna be an easy game.
I don't know if you met any of the French fans here yet.
I
but
have.
They're nervous.
They are nervous.
They are nervous. I've been speaking to them. They don't want to be here.
Okay, fair
We
enough.
want to be here.
Okay.
No,
well.
France are just overrated.
Overrated.
Just overrated.
The miracle of MetLife is about to happen.
The miracle at MetLife.
Miracle of MetLife.
How many beers have you had?
About 14.
All right, so I went and saw the Norway fans. I thought they were fantastic.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's like brothers, neighbors.
Well, we have 100% better atmosphere.
Really? Okay.
And we are not brothers with them. They are our smaller brothers.
Small brothers,
They are
okay.
a small country with 4 football players. Yeah.
What's one thing about the Swedish culture that us Americans should take and implement?
Socialism.
Socialism. I've gone to a game every day of the World Cup. I join a different fan base everywhere I go, trying to get pieces of advice or life lessons from around the world. What's something specifically to Sweden, a life lesson or a piece of advice you'd share with the world?
Don't move to Sweden in the winter. If you go to Sweden during summer, you're never gonna leave.
Okay, our first travel tip of the entire series. I love that. Thank you very much.
Thanks, brother.
That's the single largest human, and I've been around basketball players up close and personal. That is the single largest human I've ever come across in my entire life. 2 new things we've found on day 20 of the journey. The largest human in channel history, and we found out you can march to MetLife. Cannibal, cannibal, yes, to see Allah. This is exactly why, for many reasons, MetLife sucks. The tightest concourses you will ever see. The fact that this stadium is the one hosting the World Cup final is a pure and utter travesty. And I know I'm not exactly helping the flow of traffic recording this piece right now, but you just can't move.
A lot worse than Houston and Dallas.
A lot worse than Houston and Dallas. I've been to both of those.
me too.
It's one of the worst stadiums in America, and it's hosting the final.
Both of those were better.
Yeah, we have a great view all the way up top, and we're right above the Sweden fan section. So in the second half, I'm gonna try and go down and get a seat in there to try and fight this battle with them. Just because the first half has been tougher, second half it becomes really lax. Number 9, Alexander Isak. He's gonna have to do it. If we're gonna have any chance, it's gotta be Isak and it's gotta be Alanga. Come on. Let's go. Aye, aye. I can't even see the lyrics across the entire field, so I can't even pretend to sing along today. I got absolutely nothing for you. Maybe I'm losing my 20/20 vision. Can't see across the field to see the anthem. Official score prediction. I'm going with a France 4-1. I think it gets out of control because France maybe gets 1 or 2 in the first half. Sweden's got to come out, and yeah, you just can't do much against that attack in the long run. 3, 2, 1. Game number 20, and we are underway. Swedes versus the French. Isak! All right, early chance. First shot of the game comes from the Swedes. Come on. Can't see them, but you can hear the Swedish fans just under us. They're clapping the entire time. They're not super loud, but we're also right on top of them. So just the way sound works, I don't think it travels through the concrete up here. So we'll get a better test when we go down for the second half. French fans are making themselves heard now. Allez les Bleus rings around the stadium. I think actually the Americans get involved with that one. because it's simple enough and everyone's heard the saying "Allez bleu." The Swedish chants are a little harder to get involved with. This unfortunately feels a lot like when I said it's not sustainable, Japan sitting as deep, and then literally 40 seconds later, Brazil tied the game. If Sweden's gonna sit this far back the entire match, I'm just not sure they're gonna be able to limit them to 1 or 2 goals. Now, they have been doing well on the counter, so can they get a 2-2? Maybe, but we gotta push up a touch. Just watch the match. Mbappe 1-on-1 and a goal! Offsides, 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 offsides. Offsides, 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 offsides. I was wondering how he got so free and alone, and it was because he was offsides. Everyone calm down. That is the hydration break. I was hoping we would have gotten a goal by then, because I do have something on my sleeve for a food review, but I'm gonna lean staying till at least like the 35th or 40th minute, and then maybe head down to do the food review. But I think in those 8 to 9 minutes after the hydration break, we should get a goal and be good to go. Oh my God! Oh! Oh! If that went in, I would have chucked my phone. I think I would have jumped off the top of the stadium if that went in. Are you kidding me? Just the balls to do that from Olise is one of the most insane things I've seen potentially in my entire life watching sports. All right, you guys came all the way up to 324 to say hi. You guys have been following the journey, right?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
You're going to end up broke.
Yeah, I'm gonna end up broke, but luckily, who's helping me not go broke is Trove, our partners. So we're gonna open this, and then whichever one of you can name what country that person's from gets to keep the card.
All right.
Okay, you got it?
Let's do it.
All right.
Use the code Snapback 20.
There we go. First one to name it wins the card. The country this person's from, okay?
All right.
All right.
England.
Yes. Cole Palmer. Very nice. Very nice. All right, it's the 40th minute. Heading down to do the food review. Praying to literal God that we do not miss the first goal. You know we needed to try and get Swedish meatballs one way. So they have meatball subs here. It is a tomato-based food, tomato sauce-based food with cream and mustard. Just hold your horses and see what I'm about to create for these Swedish meatballs. Step number 1 complete. We got ice cream. Don't ask any questions, all right?
Mbappe, step over onto the right foot, and there it is!
And of course, there is the goal. Mbappe, France up 1-0. It's the biggest lock ever that we were gonna miss that goal. Step number 2 secured. We got meatballs with marinara sauce. Step number 3, we got spicy brown mustard. This is as close to Dijon as we could get. This is what we call DIY Swedish meatballs. So the gravy in meatballs is tomato based. So we got marinara with the meatballs. Then it just needs some cream. So we got ice cream. So we put the cream in there. And then it usually has some Dijon mustard in it. We're going with spicy brown. And it may look gross, but that is how Swedish meatballs are made. So we're gonna mix this up. Mix, a pure and utter mess. That kind of looks like the color of what a Swedish meatball would be. Let's give it a go. Honestly, the sweetness of the ice cream with the marinara sauce is honestly really nice. It's almost more like a vodka sauce. This is probably $8 for the ice cream. How much for the meatballs? 17 plus 8 is 25. So $25 DIY Swedish meatballs. That's some solid stuff, I won't lie. People are gonna say that's absolutely disgusting. It tastes fantastic. If any Sweden fans see this during the second half, make this. All right, we've made it into the section for the second half. Let's see if we can get this atmosphere going. 2-0, Barcola. It was always coming. That just might take this crowd out of it. We're in the 52nd minute. I just got down here, and they're chanting, they're singing, but that might take them out of it. Hey, hey, hey. It's just they're trying, but they got nothing. Stay in. Stay in. Stay in. We are at the hydration break, and I have a horrible yet expected update. I can feel myself being attached to the toilet tonight. My stomach is making movements and I'm feeling things that I haven't felt since Algeria. You know, I did it to myself. Made your bed, you gotta lay in it. I have a quick question. You said we were pulling off the miracle at MetLife when we talked outside. How are we feeling now? Still confident? 2-0 down?
We got a couple minutes. Give us a goal. Everything can happen.
Okay, all right, let's get it. Oh, Mbappe for 3, and it's 3. Elise to Mbappe. It's just the combination that is just never gonna be stopped. Sorry, I got distracted because the guy right in front of me, actually who I just interviewed, chucked his beer after they scored and hit the guy in the arm, and he's turning around, looked pissed, and was staring straight at me as if I did it. I don't have beer.
Thanks to you all for being a part of history.
My boy next to me is drunk, hot, tired, and sad, and he's got his cowboy hat on. I feel bad, man. This France team, like, you got Mbappe, Olise, Doué, Barcola running at you, Dembele. It's just, you know, there's really not much you can do. So I'd be pretty depressed if this was the U.S. right now as well. Gotta pull. 3-0 down, 92nd minute, and they're still getting something going. You have to respect that. This game is done and dusted, but they're still going. Vamos allá, vamos allá, vamos allá, vamos allá. And that is it. Full time, 3-0 France. And my losing streak continues. It was always going to be an uphill battle, but I believed in the miracle of MetLife, and they're chanting them off. All right, no reason not to think it won't, but let's see if this NJ Transit is still humming. This is definitely the fastest I've walked leaving the stadium. I'm absolutely sweating my ass off, but looks like we are going to make pretty solid time if all the trains and buses run on time, which I'm very excited about. A little bit of a shit show, but honestly not too bad. It looks worse than it ends up being. They've got the trains going, and you know, they're moving probably 30,000 people out of 80,000. How many people are taking this? Probably 30,000 if I had to guess. But stick around for the Sweden rating and review at the end of the video, as well as more bike content. I know there's a few freaks out there who love when I get on that bike, so stay tuned for that. 7:51 and we are off the train. God, the logistics of this World Cup has been a God's gift to Earth, I can't lie. Just know, if I wasn't trying to lose 10, a dozen of those motherfuckers would be coming home with me right now, and I would be eating all 12. Back on the bike, is you talking about? New York City, please go easy on me tonight. New York City, please go easy on this heart of mine. See what happens when you give the boy 8 hours of sleep? Different animal. Do not let me get 8 hours of sleep on this tour, because you'll actually get good content. Let's keep getting 4 hours and giving you tired content. That's the goal from now on. Bike parked, 8:07. I'm really not one to with when it comes to getting home from MetLife. And none of that leaving early shit either. Final whistle, see the Sellies on the field, dip out, home by 8:10. I'm a demon. Oh. Yes, sir!
Perfect, right upon your arrival.
Look at these clowns. Just on the Xbox. Say what's up to the vlog.
You're out. Oh, no. Good distraction, let's go!
Let's go, it's a party. We made it back home and it's time to give the rating and review to the Swedish fans. But first, as always, we have our quote of the day. This is our actual first tip more than quote. Don't go to Sweden in the winter, only in the summer. So if you watch this video, any people who aren't from Sweden, and you were like, these guys seem nice, they seem chill, the girls are beautiful, blonde, blue eyes, there's your advice. Don't go in the winter, go in the summer. And in terms of the fans, I'm going with a 7.9. You heard them the entire first half while it was 0-0. And even once they went down, did it get quieter? Without a doubt. Literally, you watch that match from minute 1 to minute 90. Even when it was 0-0, you knew Sweden had 0% chance of winning that match. France was always just too much for them, and the fans still chanting, singing the entire time. I thought was pretty impressive. And you pair that with a march at MetLife. I've never seen that before. I didn't even know it was possible. They get a strong 7.9 for fans. Stay tuned for a little after dark content tonight. I got the girlfriend coming over. It's only 8 p.m. in New York City. I've never had this before on the entire journey. I cannot wait to show you all.
Sushi has arrived. Bussin'.
If anybody lives in New York City, no beat. That shit is the ultimate gas. And if anyone has ever played NHL and after you want to quit and never play the game ever again, that's what just happened to me. Pure domination from start to finish and lose 4-3 somehow. Got the peanut gallery over here. Cheers. Inshallah.
No, stop.
All right, I told the people they'd be getting after dark content. Where do you want to start?
You pick.
Tell the people how you're doing, just one more time.
I'm doing okay. 3 weeks left, right?
This is day 20 and we're going to and it's 40 days in total. So yeah, 3 weeks left.
Perfect. It's okay.
She's always been a woman of a ton of words, so I think that's all you're gonna get. We're both wearing pimple stickers though. Where's yours? How cute is that? Twins. All right, good night. I love you all. Make sure you watch video number 1. Make sure you watch the next video. The curse continues. I've lost 10 straight matches. Tomorrow's Congo or in England, so tune in to see who I choose for that match.